Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the first Tape Plus Pod episode. On this journey, we're going to talk about the latest films, shows, and whatever I feel like talking about that day. Let's live, laugh, and love. At least that's what I saw in somebody's house somewhere. Very original. I cannot unsee. Just teleport from the universe of dreams. Now I sound like a Nintendo fan. Yeah. Also, look at that. Look at that green screen. I love green screens so much. And so does the Minecraft movie, which transitions perfectly, absolutely perfectly, to the first topic of today. Gosh dang it, a Minecraft movie? There'll be multiple of them, Warner Bros. Oh boy. Releasing, wow, that doesn't, well, okay. That just, okay. Hello. And welcome to, there we are. Alright, oh, I love the first podcast. Releasing 2025 and starring everybody's favorite actor, Jason Momoa, as Dora the Explorer. Yes, starring Dora the Explorer. This film will most likely be a boy meets world or group meets world, and they will be traversing throughout the lands of Minecraftia and finding their true selves along the way and finding out what this world's about as they try and make it through. And oh boy, I've got some thoughts. I've got some serious thoughts to say about this. I mean, the green screens. First, let's just get that out of the way. The green screens are absolutely abysmal. Like, they don't even know like what's going on in the world. Like the lighting is just completely off. Like, as you can see, Jack Black is being backlit from the side, from the sun, and yet everybody else is also being backlit from the side. So, I mean, that just means that the sun is everywhere in Minecraftia. Or that there's multiple suns. This is like a Tatooine Star Wars situation. There's multiple suns. Now, I didn't see multiple suns when they first announced, when they first showed the first screen or whatever. But I mean, that could definitely very well be what's going on here. I don't know. The other thing that I saw that's absolutely wonderful about this film is that the actors they're just not as vibrant. They like turn the saturation down for the actors. The world is very colorful, but they did not match that with the actors. They're all just playing, straight from the camera, and then they just edited in the world behind them, which is super colorful, but they didn't bother to color grade the actors. And what's funny is that the director wanted to avoid an ugly Sonic situation. And he didn't just not avoid it, he created his own situation. A Minecraft movie situation. Some people are calling it the pink sheep situation. Now, I feel like this sheep is not the worst. I mean, it's supposed to be goofy. It's a children's, it's kind of still a children's movie. Even though Minecraft has many diverse players of all ages, it's still kind of targeted towards kids. Even though, more likely than not, it's going to be a lot of 30, 40-year-olds who play Minecraft SMPs who are going to be watching this. So, this is a really weird movie. However, I think that it looks bad, and this is what they wanted. You see, there is no marketing like internet marketing. There is no marketing like the marketing that social media does for you. And the best way to do that is to create something rage-inducing. Now, I don't know if they're necessarily going for rage-inducing, but they were going for something that was like, what? Something that looked good on a YouTube thumbnail. And I mean, hey, you clicked on this, so it works. It absolutely works. And then, of course, the actors just pretty much playing themselves, it seems like. I mean, except for Jason Momoa, who has apparently cosplaying Dora the Explorer. I mean, it just works out perfectly for internet rage bait. Absolute perfection for that. And that's kind of what I see this as. It's the perfect storm of, hey, this looks horrible, but maybe, just maybe, it's interesting. And you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Now, there's going to be another movie that's going to be coming out in 2025, and that's Sonic 3. We'll get to that in just a moment. But a lot of people have predicted that the Sonic 3 movie will do way better than the Minecraft movie. I don't know if I would go that far, because although Sonic its movies have been doing pretty well, its video games, although they do well, they don't do as well as the best-selling video game of all time, Minecraft. The only one that could rival is Mario. And we'll see if it rivals the Mario movie in terms of success, in terms of critic reviews. Oh, but we'll see. We shall see. And I will definitely be updating all of you as this Minecraft movie situation progresses. I'll be having a review out for it by the time it releases sometime. And people have wondered, are they going to fix it like the ugly Sonic situation? And I don't see them doing that. I don't see enough people hating on the fact that the sheep and the llama look weird. I see a lot of people hating on Jack Black, playing Jack Black, and the weird green screen and lighting, but I do not see enough people hitting on this weird face. Meaning that most likely they're not gonna fix the mobs at all. Now, I mean, the wolf looks phenomenal. I mean, it looks really great. And even the piglins, they look pretty good, even though they're supposed to be zombie piglins, but whatever. But man, that wolf, he's lighted correctly because he's not green screened in. He's, CGI, obviously. I mean, he's got like he's got some fur here and there. He looks great. Wow. Why couldn't they all be like that? It might grow on us. And already the sheep and the llama have started to grow on me. Like a fungus. But once again, we don't know the entire plot, even though a lot of people have expected it to be. I mean, these random people are put into the Minecraft world, kind of reacting to the world around them, and then trying to find a way out. And then they meet Jack Black with a blue t-shirt, and he's just gonna say some stuff. He's gonna say funny stuff that you're supposed to laugh at, but nobody's gonna laugh at it. Nobody's gonna laugh at it. Oh, speaking of laughing, I had a little bit of a laugh at this when I saw that they remade High School Musical. And no, I'm not going to talk about High School Musical, the series. Although that's a pretty fun name to say. It just rolls off the tongue. I'm going to be talking about the one that they made for preschoolers. Oh, sorry, kindergartners. I wish they made a High School Musical for kids. Oh, they do now. Kindergarten, the musical. I, no words. No words. Now, my older sister actually grew up on High School Musical, and she watched it when she was like 5 or 6. And that's High School Musical. So why are they remaking High School Musical but for kids when it's already kind of for kids? I don't understand this at all. But at the same time, you know, it's still kind of understandable. You know, there wasn't enough flossing in the original High School Musical. Not enough Gen Alpha slang. You know, skibbity toilet, Riz, and all that. Can't wait for that to be in this. And it just goes to show that Disney Junior is running out of ideas. They are rapidly running out of ideas. They're just going back to their old franchises. Let's make this into a Disney Junior show. Let's make that into a Disney Junior show. And I mean, it's not for my age range, obviously. But I just don't understand who would look at this and be like, oh yeah, I want to let my kid watch that. This looks great. But at the same time, I mean, it's just going to be the kids that are browsing Disney Plus, which, you know, obviously it's on Disney Plus and only on Disney Plus. Might be on Disney now, but not for much longer. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It leaves for some good news, and that's kind of what Disney wanted. I'm sure they wanted people to talk about this, remaking High School Musical as an animated Disney Junior show. The thing that's so off-putting is I feel Disney Junior always had decent animation, but Kindergarten the Musical, the animation just ain't cutting it for me. I mean, maybe it's cutting the cheese, but this just does not look up to Disney's standards. I do not think Walt Disney, on his deathbed, was wishing that there was a Kindergarten the Musical. You know, maybe he was wishing for High School Musical. No, we don't know this. We don't know this. High School Musical was a good movie. I never saw the sequels. Maybe I did, I just forgot it. Probably. But he was not wishing for Kindergarten the Musical. But maybe this is an amazing Spidey situation where it's not for me, it's not for everybody, but maybe Gen Alpha will like it. Oh, Gen Alpha. You're absolutely cooked. Well, let's get into some trailer drops. Arcane Season 2 has an official trailer that is out. This was like day after Minecraft movie Madness releases. People are even mentioning that in the comments. And wow. I mean, yeah, it looks way better than the Minecraft movie. Why couldn't the Minecraft movie be animated? Why couldn't the same people who worked on this work on the Minecraft movie? It just leaves me wondering what could have been for the Minecraft movie. Yeah, Arcane Season 2. I have not seen Season 1. Let me know if Season 1 is any good in the comments below, if I should watch it. Speaking of official trailers, Dragon Ball has its 40th anniversary. And Dragon Ball Daima is going to be happening. I'm not sure what this is, but I saw this trending, and I was like, hey, there's some anime fans out there. I'm sure they're interested in this. I know Crunchyroll is in some controversy right now, mainly with pricing and greediness and such. But hey, it looks pretty good from my American eyes that doesn't love the anime, doesn't love the anime whole thing. But who knows if this looks good enough, gets recommended enough. I might actually watch it. Just maybe. I know some people were asking for that. For more Dragon Ball. You know what people weren't asking for? Another Venom movie. Oh yes, Venom: The Last Dance. I mean, hey, that's a great title right there. Just rolls off the tongue. I saw that once and I remembered it. Venom: The Last Dance. I mean, very bold, very, very bold of Sony saying, this is the last Venom movie. We're not making any more. So, good for them not making any more, but I didn't see the last two. I'm not going to see this one, but it's interesting that they're making another. That Marvel is continuing to push stuff out. This isn't exactly Marvel. This is like Sony Marvel madness, but you know, whatever. And then, well, this is weird. Look at that. Horse Venom thing. Weird. Very weird. Definitely wanting to get those YouTube thumbnails in, huh? Yeah, I see you. I see you, Sony. So, Venom: The Last Dance. I'm just done with superhero movies. I am. I'm not watching anymore. Whenever there's new Marvel stuff, I don't care anymore. I just stopped caring. But you know what I do care about? I care about politics. Everybody cares about politics. And you know, with the presidential election coming up, I was like, who am I going to vote for? You know, I could do research and all, but you know, I don't really feel like doing that. What if I looked at famous celebrities and who they endorsed? There you go. Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris in this Instagram post. She says, "Oh no, there's an AI of me endorsing Donald Trump." No, I'm actually endorsing Kamala Harris and Tim Waltz. I don't know who that guy is, but he's probably the vice president pick. And man, I mean, it's decided for me. I mean, that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the go ahead from Taylor Swift. You know, Miss Swift here. I mean, I get all of my political opinions from her. I mean, that's what everybody's been waiting for. And you know, she endorsed Biden and Kamala Harris back in 2020. So I don't know why some people are surprised by this. They shouldn't be surprised by this. But you have to realize that Biden didn't win because of Taylor Swift. You know that, right? You know that, guys, right? Right? Either way, you know, I can't wait for Taylor Swift to debut in her political career. Maybe next presidential election. Yeah. Very, very exciting. Speaking of exciting, Sonic 3. I know I'm late, but man, this seems exactly like Sonic 2, but the danger is just a little bit more dangerous. Oh, yep. I mean, it's got Keanu Reeves in it. That's a big selling point, as well as Fat Jim Carrey. That's another selling point. And I can't help but look at this and feel like if it ends in Shadow the Hedgehog being friends or family with the other three, I'm not stating their names, take too long, gotta keep up with that Gen Alpha attention span, then I'm gonna start not liking these Sonic movies. I saw the last two. The first one was it was okay. Second one was also okay. It was pretty good, I guess. And this third one, it looks like it's gonna be okay again, as long as Shadow the Hedgehog does not become part of the family, even though that's what it looks like it's alluding to. It just feels too much like the second movie. where there's this big bad danger, there's some hedgehog, and Sonic has to stop him. And it just feels like, where all these hedgehogs come from? Why does the government have control over all these hedgehogs? That's the questions we should be asking ourselves. Is, what is the government doing with all these hedgehogs? Nothing else. Nothing else. That's the only question we should be asking ourselves. Yeah. Looks very interesting. I saw that there's going to be a video game kind of releasing alongside it in like a month or so. Maybe in only a couple of weeks as of posting this. But yeah, I mean, good for Paramount Pictures to continue the franchise of Sonic the Hedgehog. It just doesn't look that great to me, but I will watch it, and I am cautiously optimistic that it will be better than the Minecraft movie, at least. That's what I'm leaning towards here. That it will at least be better than the Minecraft movie. Please, for the love of Mike, whoever Mike is, Mike, if you're watching this, shout out to you. So, yeah, another thing to know is Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. That's a great pick. That's honestly the best pick they could have picked. That Peter Piper could have picked of Pickled Peppers. And that's all the most recent trailers. And I know Sonic the Hedgehog was 2 weeks ago, but I mean, it's still relevant, right, guys? It's still relevant. No, it's not. Okay, well, I need a coffee break. Hold on. Oh, beautiful. Drinking homemade pumpkin spice latte. ASMR for those people who are just listening, just like, And you're saying to yourself, Tate, that's disgusting. And I would have to agree if I was listening to that. But I'm not. Delicious. I had to wait 20 minutes to drink that, guys. It's fall, y'all. It's time for the PSLs. Whip out your Starbucks gift cards. It's PSL season. It's funny because I accidentally posted about PSL flavored cocktails in a Discord server instead of PSLs. I was just typing around looking for PSLs at Starbucks, and it was like in August, and people were like, PSL flavored cocktail? That sounds awful. And I'm like, cocktail? What are you talking about? And I looked at the article that I actually posted, and I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I accidentally posted of cocktail. Wow, the green screen is getting worse and worse as time goes on here. Look, that's worse. Oh, I just made it worse. Oh no, guys. Gotta continue on best possible. Just gotta cover it with my body. But then I'm cut off there. See, look at that. It's a green screen. I thought you live in the blue sun. No, I don't. Sorry. I know. I wish I did. Yeah. Anywho. More coffee. Sorry, just gotta get that one last sip in before we talk about this next topic. And it's a doozy. Because Lego Movie 3 is happening, but it's not what you may expect. Now, there have been many documentaries or film pieces based on celebrities, but none yet have been made on Pharrell Williams. And he and his film company are going to be creating a piece-by-piece documentary film that'll be set to release in theaters pretty soon here, I believe. And he is releasing a Lego set, believe it or not. This comes from Jay's Brick Blog. 10391 Over the Moon with Pharrell Williams is the Lego set from the Piece by Piece documentary. Now, I'm not the best when it comes to celebrity news or what they're all about, but this looks pretty cool. I am not sure what this rocket ship is, but it looks very cool. I like Pharrell Williams and his Despicable Me music. It's pretty epic, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this is a reference to. I don't think this is a Despicable Me reference, guys. I don't know. He also has My Friends PH friends. That's adorable. A little bit weird that he has I don't know, just a wall full of heads. I don't know. It's a little concerning. I don't know. But this will be retailing for $200 in kangaroo bucks. And it will be retailing for $110 in the Freedom States of America. I don't know why I read the Australian one first. I don't know, because the Australians, they're always last, you know? That's what it is. And the piece by piece movie, I think, looks amazing visually. But I don't think Lego has anything to do with like the actual movie itself. It's just Pharrell Williams like, hey Lego, could I make a movie based on your product? And Lego's like, sure, why not? We're gonna sell some more Legos. And then he calls back and he's like, I want a Lego set made out of me. And Lego's like, you know, we could make money off of that as well. And I see this doing decently well, but after the movie releases and after, you know, it's been in the theater and then you get a lot of advertising for it being on streaming services, the set's going to be pretty irrelevant. I feel like it's just going to be one of those clearance shelves at Walmart sets. No offense to Mr. Williams here. This looks really cool. I'm not sure what all these heads are like a reference to. And even this blog says, kind of creepy to have a wall of Lego heads. It's true. That's what I was saying. It's a little creepy. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what this spaceship is a reference to. But I'm excited for the movie. I'm excited for any Lego movie. There's been rumors of Lego Movie 3. And this is not Lego Movie 3, but it's the next Lego movie. Whether you like it or not. And you know what? I might watch every Lego movie leading up to. If they make another Lego Movie 3, I'm gonna watch like every Lego movie and review it. That'd be awesome. That'd be stinking awesome. Admit it. It would be. But you know what's not awesome? Disney being greedy. Disney is just being greedy at this point. Now, this comes from the streamable. The streamable. Wow, I cannot read. This comes from the streamable. Disney Plus adds live channels, everything you need to know. But what you don't realize is that this is shutting down Disney Now. They are replacing Disney Now with Disney Plus live channels. Now, if you don't know what Disney Now is, it's essentially an app and a Roku app. Do you call Roku apps that? I don't know. But essentially, it was a channel and an app that users could download and they could watch their favorite Disney Junior, Disney XD, and Disney Channel shows for free. They didn't have all the episodes, but they would filter through so you could essentially watch every single episode if you were patient enough, right? It was a great alternative to Disney Plus if you only wanted to watch Disney XD, Disney Junior, Disney Channel stuff. But now that will be going away in September. The end of September is upon us, meaning Disney now will be gone soon, which means one of the ways to watch Disney stuff for free will be gone. And you just have to ask yourself, is Disney Plus worth signing my life away for? And I think we all need to ask ourselves that and come to the conclusion that yes, it is. We need to support our corporate interests and sign our lives away because we're nothing without Disney. We have to realize that, guys. But yes, Disney Plus will add Disney Junior, and other ABC live channels that you can watch live. You can also watch it just on demand. Not sure why you wouldn't do that, but the way I see this is probably for the parents who just want to plop their kids on the couch and turn something on and then come back to their kids maybe in like 3, 4, 5 hours, maybe after work on the weekend, I don't know. And they don't want to have to worry about flipping to a new episode every single time. And if that happens, sometimes the kids can wander onto the dark places on Disney Plus, like the rated R stuff, like Deadpool. Remember when Disney said they wouldn't put anything rated R on Disney Plus? Oh man, Disney loves to keep their word. If there's one thing we know about Disney, it's that they love to keep their word. Absolutely. And I see Disney now disappearing as only a bad thing, a bad sign for consumers, because it means that you have to pay or pirate. But I mean, you Disney, you didn't hear that, okay? You did not hear that. And as of now, the live channels on Disney Plus are only available to ad-free premium subscribers. So you have to pay, what is it, $15 a month? Wow, it's starting to get up there. Remember when Disney Plus was only like $6, $7 a month? Man, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Speaking of the good old days, I've been rewatching The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and I just keep thinking to myself, I wish I had watched The Hobbit during its peak, during its hype when they were first releasing. I got into it like a year late, just a year or two late from when the last Hobbit movie released. And I was like, dang, I missed out. But I don't have to miss out because of Rings of Power. I'm just kidding. Rings of Power is absolutely awful. I haven't watched it yet. Actually, let me know in the comments if Rings of Power is worth watching. Is it worth watching? I've kind of asked myself. Kind of looks interesting. Kind of want to watch it, but at the same time, is it worth it? Is it worth signing my soul over to the Prime Video lords? I don't know. I don't know. So let me know in the comments. Dang, this green screen is getting worse and worse. What if I let a little light in? Is that better? It's ever so slightly better. Let's go. All right. But pretty soon, we're going to be getting a new Lord of the Rings movie. This is extremely exciting because multiple actors have said that they are interested in returning in this new Lord of the Rings movie. Ian McKellen, who's Gandalf, said he's interested. And Warner Bros., which, Warner Bros. Is working on Minecraft movie, is going to be working on this new Lord of the Rings movie called The Hunt for Gollum. And it's scheduled for 2026. And it will explore storylines yet to be told. And this will actually be one of the producers will be Peter Jackson, who actually cares about the source material. That's one thing that we've seen, is that Peter Jackson actually cared about the source material. And the more he worked on it, the more he was like, this is getting closer and closer to the source material, which is great because Tolkien created a masterpiece. There's no need to try and edit anything into it or edit anything necessarily super huge out of it, because it's already great. And the actor who plays Gollum, Andy Serkis, will be the director. So it's not going to be Peter Jackson. However, Andy Serkis does care about Lord of the Rings franchise and Tolkien's work. And the fact that we're getting interest from other actors wanting to maybe return in this movie is a great sign. An absolute amazing sign. And there's just so much enthusiasm for this new Lord of the Rings movie, because as we've seen, Rings of Power, although it was controversial, still showed that Tolkien's works are still relevant, and many people still watch the Peter Jackson films and read Tolkien's books and love it, and it's a moneymaker. And I think this is absolutely a good sign that Peter Jackson is going to be working on this film, as well as Andy Serkis, who plays Gollum, obviously. And let's just say I'm very cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic for this film. Definitely. Way more cautiously optimistic than I am with Rings of Power. Man, because they don't care about the source material at all. Once again, that's kind of the theme here. They didn't care about it. Peter Jackson cared about it. You tell me which one is more controversial or less controversial, right? And it will actually kick off, it seems, more Lord of the Rings movies. Because I actually saw something on IMDb. Let me search it up. When I searched new Lord of the Rings film, I was expecting to see something of, The Hunt for Gollum. But as we can see, The Lord of the Rings, The War for Rohirrim is also in the works. Now, I'm not sure if this is official or not. This looks animated. This looks like... I'm not sure if this is like an actual... But this is a Lord of the Rings film, and it looks pretty good to me. I haven't seen anything on this. How have I not seen anything of this? But as we can see in an article by Variety, the new Middle-earth movies will kick off in 2026. Middle-earth movies, the plural. Ooh. And then the plan is for that film to be the start of a new live-action Lord of the Rings series. And then Orlando Bloom, who's looking to return, says, I don't really know what they're planning. And that's okay. We don't know what they're planning either. He said, I did speak to Andy Serkis, and he did say they were thinking about how to do things. I was like, how'd that even work? And he was like, well, AI. And I was like, oh, okay. It was a pretty magical time in my life, and it's one of those things where there's not a downside to it. End of quote. And is that AI? Is that seriously what he said? It could be Al. I could be absolutely... I hate It is AI. Okay. Well, AI. Looks like Andy Serkis is wanting to use AI for these films. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm very excited to see where the Lord of the Rings franchise goes from here. I'm a huge fan. I've been rewatching The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films, and they're absolutely timeless. Please go watch those. They're just absolutely phenomenal. And the extended cuts as well. Phenomenal. Absolutely crazy good, especially for the time. And even though the CGI, especially The Hobbit, I feel, is a little iffy, they make up for it with a lot of the practical effects. And I'm just excited, and I hope all of you are excited as I am for these new Lord of the Rings films. And with that, I will have to end today's podcast. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these. And also check out my other content. It's there. And I will see you all next week.